Oh, this is the Mr. Hornsby 3 show. This is the, hello, I'm Mr. Hornsby 3. This is the Mr. Hornsby 3 show. I'm a bit off kilter today because I was going to do a review of Batman Returns. I'll go through the menu of the Blu-ray disc, and then when I did, I pushed something, and then my freaking Xbox is acting stupid, so nothing I can do. So I guess I'll have to do the review like this. But anyway, today I am going to be reviewing Batman Returns, the best Batman movie out there. I don't care what people say about Dark Knight. I don't care what people say about 89. I don't care what people say about 66. The best Batman movie out there is Batman Returns. The reason why is because it's just such a good movie. I mean, so many people hated this movie when it first came out. And we also had the McDonald's controversy with the toy thing and how dark and violent it was. Golly. But anyway, I unplugged my Xbox to see if that worked after a while. Excuse me. But anyway, I'll do all the stuff at the end of the video before I freaking end it so I can get to the Batman Returns. Now, first off, one thing I like about this movie, it starts out with one of the villain's perspective first. It don't start out under Batman's perspective. It starts out with Penguin when he's little, and after he's born and all that, and then his parents see what he turned into. I mean, one of his parents was Pee Wee Herman, so one of his parents in the movie was Pee Wee Herman. The other freaking parent, I don't know, but Pee Wee Herman played his parent, his father. And then he goes in there and sees what Penguin looks like, and you hear a big old scream. And you see Penguin in the cage, and he just grabbed the cat and I guess ate it. So his parents take him, dump him into some kind of lake that leads to the sewer. And then we get the opening title sequence with one of the best Batman themes ever, which they used for Part 1 and Part 2. The shame they didn't have it for Forever or Batman Returns, but hey, at least we got it in the first two movies. But anyway, then we go to, heck, you don't even see Batman until like 15-20 minutes into the movie. Then we go into Max Shreck, which is really the main villain of the whole freaking movie. People could say Penguin was, but it's really Max Shreck. If you look at everything Max Shreck did, how he manipulated Penguin, how he killed Catwoman, how he freaking just, you know, tried to get rid of the mayor. Max Shreck was the real villain of the whole movie, you know. That's why I was not upset when he died at the end. But anyway, and I've always liked Batman Returns better than the original Batman movie. Well, the original Batman movie was good, I just like Batman Returns better. I watched that more than I watched the Batman 89 movie, honestly. So anyway, Max Shreck. We also get introduced to Selina Kyle, aka Catwoman, and they're all talking. They're going to see they're getting ready to do this big old Christmas gala thing. So they go down to it. Max Shreck speaks. We see that the Penguin has something planned for Max Shreck, and it was all a plan for Penguin to get a hold of Max Shreck. So big old gift appears right there up by where the newspaper guy is, and then all of Penguin's goons just come out, and then we finally get to see Batman. He beats them all up. He kills a couple of them. You know, something I gotta say, and I'm gonna say it right here, right now, because, you know, a lot of people talk about Batman not killing, and that's usually the case. Batman doesn't kill. But almost every Batman movie Batman's been in, he's killed somebody. I mean, seriously, you look at... First off, let's talk about Batman 89. He freaking kills Joker twice. Batman Returns, he kills the Penguin. Batman Forever, he kills Two-Face. Batman and Robin, he didn't kill anybody. That was shockingly. It looked like he tried to kill Mr. Freeze, though. I'll get back to review after talking about that. Then we get the Dark Knight trilogy. And at the beginning of the movie, Batman Begins. Batman pretty much kills Ra's al Ghul. And kills, well, what we thought was Ra's al Ghul. We find out who the real Ra's al Ghul is later on in that movie. But he kills Ra's al Ghul. And then we see in Batman Dark Knight, he freaking killed, he freaking killed Two-Face again. Poor Two-Face, man. He gets killed by Batman in every Batman movie. Then he freaking kills Bane in the freaking Batman Dark Knight Rises. So almost every, and then let's not even talk about the Ben Affleck Batman movies. I think The Batman is the only Batman movie where Batman didn't kill anybody. But I don't know, he might have killed somebody in The Batman. I have to go back and watch it. But anyway, so I went on that little side quest there. Talking about how Batman's killed in almost every Batman movie. Let's talk about the rest of this movie. So Penguin, so we find out Penguin wanted Max Shreck because he wanted a plan to get back to the surface, find out who his parents is, yada yada yada. And then they conduct this plan to where one of Penguin's goons kidnaps freaking the mayor's baby, and then Penguin saves it, allegedly. And then, I don't get the part where Max Shreck kills Selina Kyle. And then somehow or another, a bunch of cats bring her back to life. Just by running around her. One, I guess, was like biting on her. I guess by biting on her and all that stuff, they frickin' somehow brought her back to life. I don't know. It's a weird scene. But we get Catwoman brought back. And pretty much Penguin's plan. And I'll talk about Penguin's plan in a bit. But, so Batman is not, because, you know, thinks something's off about the Penguin. And it might be jealous. Maybe he was just being jealous or whatnot. Well, we find out at the end that he was bad, that Penguin was evil anyway. But Batman is like, well, I think I know who his parents, I think he knows who his parents is already. He's up to something, yada yada yada. Apparently before they went to Sugars, they were a part of the circus called the Red Triangle. And that's why most of the Penguin's villains, or most of his henchmen in that movie, are from the circus. Are clowns in that. So then Max Shreck, who has a disagreement with the mayor, because then we see a meeting between Bruce Wayne and Max Shreck. Max Shreck wants to propose something, but Bruce Wayne says no, and he says he's got the mayor's approval, and blah, blah, blah. Max Shreck is like, well, you know what? Mayors can be re-elected. Or can be voted out of office. And billionaires like you, he pretty much was threatening to kill Batman, it sounds like. Well, Bruce Wayne. He was threatening to kill him pretty much. But anyway. So Batman starts putting the pieces together. We see the part where, you know, Max Shreck then goes to Penguin, and Penguin, he's trying to conduct his own plan, which is, I want to freaking go take all the firstborn sons and kill them all. That was Penguin's plan. He was using Max Shreck to get access to the public files in a library so that he could find all the firstborn sons and kill them. I don't know if he told Max Shreck that or not. I'm pretty sure he did. Max Shreck probably went along with it because he's evil. But anyway. So Max Shreck distracts Penguin from his mission so that he can fulfill his mission, and that's to run Gotham. And then you look at Max Shreck's tied to Catwoman. She wants to kill Max Shreck. By the way, I'll talk about why she didn't kill him sooner in the movie and all that stuff, and talk about why it took her till the end to kill him. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know why. And people have seen Batman Returns, so they probably figured it out or so. But anyway, so after Batman finds out everything, the Penguin tries to kill him. Well, Penguin and Catwoman try to frame him. And Penguin kills the Ice Princess. And Batman gets framed for it. And they're going after them. And then they turn in his vehicle into an H-bomb on wheels and all that stuff. And Catwoman, she got distracted with Batman. And she got distracted with Penguin's plan to take down Batman. That's why Catwoman didn't kill Max Shreck sooner, because she was so focused on that. And I think the part where she's looking in the mirror saying, "What are you doing?" I think it's not that she's regretting what she was doing. I think it's just she just lost focus. She lost focus of what she was supposed to be doing, which was killing Max Shreck. So once Batman exposes Penguin for the villain he is, Penguin goes down to the sewers. He's going to concoct his plan. And he's going to kill all the firstborn sons. But Batman stops him. But before that, he also captures Max Shreck. He was going to take Max Shreck's son. But Max Shreck pleaded with him like, no, don't take Chip. Don't take Chip. Take me. Take me. Like me. That's the only good thing Max Shreck does in this freaking movie, is sacrifice himself for his son. Come on, look at it. He's like, who manipulated you and betrayed you? It was me. So why don't you take me instead of taking my son Chip? But anyway, so Penguin agrees to take Max Shreck. So Penguin has another plan where he's going to take all the children. Batman stops him there. And then Penguin has another plan where he has all of his penguins rocket launchers. They're going to Times Square. They're going to blow it up. But Batman used some kind of remote control device to stop it and frickin' make the penguins go back to where the Penguin is. And I ain't talked too much about the Batman and Catwoman love story. I'll talk about that in a minute. But I want to get through most of the main part of this movie. Then I'll get into all that. But anyway. So Batman stops the Penguin by killing him. Then Batman goes after Max Shreck. Or he goes to stop Catwoman from killing Max Shreck. And she still wants to kill him. So Max Shreck shoots her and she's talking about all the lives she lost. Honestly, how the heck did she lose a life when Batman knocked her off the roof with napalm and she fell in kitty litter? I could see the death she had when Penguin had her hanging off her frickin' his helicopter umbrella, and she releases and falls down to where concrete and all that is. But she fell in cat litter the first time, so I technically don't think she died. Then, so she had 2 lives left. She didn't have 1. She had 2 lives left. By the way, that's a weird. It's kind of a weird plot, but I guess it was a plot device they had to use so that Catwoman wouldn't die so easily. I don't know. So anyway, Catwoman's gonna kill freaking Max Shreck. She kills him. Batman tries to reason with her and all that stuff, and it don't work, and she still kills him anyway. So I don't know. But it's crazy how this movie played out. Batman kills another villain. Then he doesn't stop Catwoman to kill Max Shreck. He's like, kill the son of a bitch. I don't give a damn. I've killed Joker. I've killed the Penguin. Hell, I'm going to kill Two-Face in the next movie, even though that was a Michael Keaton movie. But yeah, I'm going to kill Two-Face in the next movie. But yeah, so anyway. So let's get to some of the side plot stuff. First of all, let's talk about Batman and Catwoman romance. This actually felt like Batman had feelings for Catwoman. Whether she was Catwoman or Selina Kyle. I think Michelle Pfeiffer and Michael Keaton had some good chemistry in that movie. Um, but Batman actually acted like he really cared about Catwoman more than he did Vicky Vale in the first movie. We don't know what I was saying in the first Batman review, where Vicky Vale seemed like she was just a booty call to Batman. Because that's pretty much what she was. She was a booty call. Batman started ghosting her, and then then freaking started lying to her about stuff, ghosting her. And when he finally goes to tell her about him being Batman, then Joker shows up. I was going to talk about the side stuff with the dark stuff after that too when I finish this review. So, might be a little bit of a long video. But anyway, yeah. He ghosted her, but with frickin' Selina Kyle and Catwoman, he kept up with frickin' Selina Kyle. And the part with the Ice Queen scene where the Ice Queen gets killed, when Catwoman's leaving because Bruce Wayne goes to be Batman and try to stop the Ice Queen from being killed for Penguin. And Selina's leaving, and then, Alfred's like, Master Bruce said he had to do something or something. And she's trying to tell him certain things, but then she's like, just come up with a dirty, a dirty phrase or something. Alfred's like, one that just came to mind. I'm like, golly, he's a freaking pervert. First off, drooling all over Vicky Vale in the first movie, and then he freaking has some kind of perverted thing to tell Batman for Selina Kyle. Telling you, Alfred's a pervert in the freaking Batman movies. I mean, freaking pervert. Old horny pervert. He had a dirty enema in mind already. When Catwoman said, just come up with a dirty enema, he's like, oh, one just came to mind, ma'am. Jesus, what a freaking pervert Alfred is, man. I mean, seriously. How freaking big of a pervert is Alfred? But anyway. So, Bruce Wayne actually cared for Selina Kyle. He did not care for Vicky Vale. He ghosted her, lied to her, and everything. She was a freaking booty call. He's like, the bat got in the cave. Now the bat's gonna move on. Which, by the way, something I forgot to mention in the Batman '89 review is, did Batman freaking sleep with freaking Vicky Vale and took that film from her while he's doing the deed with her? Bat got in the cave again. Vicky Vale's the best booty call ever. I mean, heck. It felt like Batman cared for Chase Meridian and Batman Forever more than he did Vicky Vale. I know, different actor. But, that's supposed to still be based in this world of the Burton movie. Or the Burton Batman movie. So, yeah. Batman actually cared for Selina Kyle more than he did Vicky Vale. Cheers, that's a booty call. An annoying one at that. Bat got in the cave. She got clingy. Yeah. Let's talk about why I say Max Shreck is the main villain of the whole thing, because if you think about it, Max Shreck was already known to have killed his partner. The Penguin reveals that when he's talking to Shreck. Also, Max Shreck was involved in some other illegal crap going on. Especially the power plant thing. And then he freaking manipulates, he freaking takes Penguin from his mission to kill all the firstborn sons of Gotham so that Penguin can fulfill his mission, which is to run Gotham. Not to mention, on top of that, he threatens to kill Bruce Wayne. He has a beef with the mayor. He kills Selina Kyle. I mean, come on, Max Shreck was the main freaking villain of Batman Returns. In a way, I guess you could say Catwoman was kind of the sidekick to Batman in Batman Returns, and like Shreck and Penguin were the villains because they're the ones that freaking were doing all the evil stuff. So, yeah. So, Max Shreck was the main villain of Batman Returns. Wasn't Penguin, wasn't Catwoman, even though on the box art it has Batman, Catwoman, and Penguin on the front cover, when the real villain the whole time was Max Schreck. And I wonder if they would have had Harvey Dent as, how would he have frickin' been? He probably would have been going after Max Schreck pretty hard, and Max Schreck probably would have tried to kill him too. So yeah, I mean, come on now. We all know Max Schreck was the main villain of the movie. We can say what we want about Penguin, we can say what we want about Catwoman. The real villain was Max Schreck. But anyway. Alright, so let's talk about, because this movie had controversy when it came out, and of course I'm talking about the McDonald's controversy, where McDonald's made toys for the Happy Meals for Batman Returns. And I remember seeing the commercials. I think I even was able to get a couple Happy Meals with some of the Batman toys. I think me, my brother, and sister did. And then I think they just abruptly stopped after the movie came out. Oh, well, maybe they were moving on to something else now that they've gotten all the movie toys out for Batman Returns. But find out years later the reason why they stopped is because McDonald's flipped their wig and got upset, and stupid parents who blame entertainment on frickin' kids acting violent in movies. I mean, come on now. I don't even want to get into the whole Manhunt controversy again either. But, you know, they're like, oh, it's way darker than Batman 89 was. It's frickin' more violent and blah 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 blah. That's what I think about that when I hear that. Because honestly, I don't think the Batman Returns was that much darker than the frickin' first Batman movie. I mean, come on now. One of the scenes toward the end, when Vicky Vale's distracted Joker, she frickin' looks like she's going down to give frickin' Joker a BJ. Then Batman shows up and decks him in the face. But it looked like she was getting ready to, she's like, oh, purple. Oh, I just love purple. And, you know, I'm sure Joker's wee Joker was freaking excited about that. It's like, oh, yes. Give me that, baby. Joker. That's the real Mr. Happy for the Joker. Yeah, I mean, and you know, I noticed that, you know, maybe I didn't think about it too much as a kid, but when I watch it as an adult, every time I see that part, it's like, she just freaking goes down like she's about to give him a freaking blowjob. I'm like, holy crap, what the heck? You know, I mean, that's how it looks. It looks like she's going down. Joker's probably going to be like, yeah. 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 But, I mean, come on. Hey, I think Vicky Vale would have been better off hooking up with Joker anyway. Joker actually wanted to be with her. Batman was just using her for a booty call. Hey, you know. Even she would have had a better chance with Knox. I think Knox had a thing for her. She would have had a better chance with Knox than frickin' Batman. Batman wanted her booty call. Once the Bat got in the cave, that was it. Anyway, but, you know, I mean, come on now. Joker frickin' shoots his former boss. He also sleeps with his former boss's lady now. They never show that. But you know it's what's going on. That's why Grisham turns on him and sets him up, because he knows he's sleeping with his woman. Joker kills a frickin' cop. But they're like, oh, Penguin looks so scary. And look, man, I will say this. One thing I didn't like about Batman Returns is Penguin's look. Looked like he was running around in some frickin' pajamas that he pooped in. I mean, seriously. The only time we see the Joker, or the only time we see the Penguin that we're used to the Penguin looking, is when he's running for mayor. But then the rest of the movie's in pajamas that it looks like he frickin' wears every day and he pooped in or something. I don't know. You know, now I think about it, you know, I've been doing the Christian Bale Batman movie. Or at least we would have got a freaking Batman movie with Penguin movie, with Christian Bale Batman movie with the Penguin in it. That would have been funny. The Penguin! I'm gonna get you! But, yeah, I mean, come on now. I think maybe it was a smidge bit darker because of how Penguin looked. And, you know, they talked about the insinuations. There's some insinuation. I mean, it pretty much gets spelled out for you without showing a scene of them getting it on. That frickin' Jack was nailing Carl Grisham's woman. Even after he becomes a Joker and he's not killed Carl Grisham, he comes and sees the woman because he knows, I guess she's the one that told Carl that she was sleeping with him, I guess. But, you know, so pretty much spelled out for you. Not only that, we see a sex scene with Batman and Vicky Vale. Now, they don't show him doing the nasty. We don't see the bat in the cave. But come on now, they're laying in the bed naked until Batman gets up and frickin' hangs upside down like a bat in the middle of the night. And then there's a possibility in the first Batman movie that as Batman he was doing the deed to Vicky Vale as well. Back on the cave. Vicky Vale, good booty call. I mean, seriously. What is the deal with people complaining about the darkness from the first movie? And like I said, maybe a smidge bit darker because Penguin does look freaking terrifying. He looks like some kind of horror movie villain. Especially with his freaking pajamas that he pooped in. I'll tell you. Outside of that one minor complaint, I love Batman Returns. I mean, Batman 89 and Batman Returns are my two favorites. Then Batman's got a Phantasm, then probably Forever. Then I actually like Batman Begins better than I do Dark Knight. And then I'd probably put the Batman right there. But anyway, yeah. I mean, yeah, Joe, I mean, yeah, there was insinuations, but heck, there was insinuations in the first one. Like I said, Vicky Vale looked like she'd give some head to the frickin' Joker. Not this kind of head either. So yeah. That was just a way for McDonald's to complain and gripe and, you know, and for frickin' parents to blame, you know, violence on their kid. Blame violence on the movies and the music and all that stuff. That's all what made your kid that way. It wasn't your bad parenting skills. So yeah, I mean, come on now. But yeah, I do love Batman Returns. It's a great movie. And I watched that more than Batman 89. And it felt like a bigger spectacle with Batman Returns. And then people are like, well, Batman's killing people. Well, kills people in every Batman movie. I mean, except for Batman and Robin. That's the movie I know for sure he didn't kill anybody. Although he almost freaking killed... I think he was trying to kill Mr. Freeze with those freaking heater things on him. He's like, ah, Freeze. The heat is on. You're gonna die like Joker and Two-Face and Penguin and Max Shrek. So yeah, come on now. He tried to kill Mr. Freeze and Batman and Robin, so come on now. He didn't succeed this time, but he tried. Like, we gotta keep the Batman kill count up. Anyway, and then, like I said, let's not even get into the freaking Affleck Batman movie. And despite what people say about the... He did kill. He killed freaking Ra's al Ghul and a bunch of the other freaking League of Shadows. And then he freaking kills freaking, Two-Face at the end of the... At the end of the freaking Dark Knight movie. And then he kills Bane. And kills Talia al Ghul. Oh, yeah. Anyway, like I said, I think The Batman's the only movie... But I'm pretty sure he killed somebody in that movie, too. Pretty sure he did. Anyway, now what I give Batman Returns, I give it a 5 out of 5. Even my minor gripe about Penguin not looking like Penguin. Of course, at the time, the animated series, like other iterations of Penguin that I had seen, like on the 66 show, older Batman cartoons and all that stuff, and in the comics. Instead, he's wearing pajamas. I mean, it looked like Danny DeVito just showed up to play Danny DeVito. But I still like Danny DeVito as Penguin. And I like him a little bit better than Colin Farrell's Penguin. But I like Colin Farrell's Penguin pretty well as well. But not as good as frickin' David. Even if he did have pajamas on that he pooped in throughout the whole movie. Anyway, that'll do it for this video. That'll do it for Batman month. Next year I'll play the Batman Returns game. And I'll have some other Batman topics I want to talk about. But go check out all the other Batman videos I've done this month. Like what I did last week. Top 10 villains of the Batman. The top 10 villains of the top 10 Batman villains I'd like to see in a Batman movie. I can't even talk right. And then check out my video, my review of Batman Mask of the Phantasm, another one of my favorite Batman movies. Check out my Batman playthrough, the Batman the game for NES. Also check out my Batman Arkham Asylum playthrough that I did on Xbox One. And X-Men month starts next week. And I'm gonna have a review of The Gifted and Legion. So I haven't covered those since they originally were on the air. And back in the day, I think I did a review of the whole show of Legion. I think I also did a review of Gifted. I don't know. I'd have to go all the way back to look up all my old YouTube videos to see if I actually did reviews of those. I don't know if I did or didn't. But I have reviews of them. And in my Legion review, I'm going to talk about why I think Legion should be in X-Men 97. And then not only am I going to talk about that, then the following week, probably Wednesday, because I don't know what I'm going to do for Monday's video, but Wednesday's video, the following week after next, I am going to rank every Apocalypse episode in X-Men the Animated Series. That may include X-Men 97 too, because we do see Apocalypse at the end of the Season 1 finale of X-Men 97. So I'll probably review that last episode too, because I just started last night. I just watched last night, I watched The Cure, and I watched Come the Apocalypse, which is kind of a weird title. Come the Apocalypse. They're telling Apocalypse to come. Maybe I'm Mystique. I don't know. Okay. Maybe on Rogue. That episode is the infamous episode that everybody used as fuel to say X-Men 97 was woke because of there was a part where freaking Apocalypse blasts Rogue down and her butt sticks out and her butt looks bigger than it usually does in the show. But yeah, that's the freaking meme that everybody used to try to make their argument for why X-Men 97 was going to be woke. Which was stupid, but anyway. There might have been a few woke things sprinkled into that show, but, not as bad as, other stuff that's come out over the years. But anyway, that'll do it. Please like this video, leave a comment, let me know what you guys think of Batman Returns. And, let me know if you guys have realized Batman has killed in almost every Batman movie except for maybe The Batman and Batman and Robin. Also, like I said, The Gifted next week, Legion next week. One of the main things I want to talk about is the villains and why I like one show over the other show because of the villain. Which you'll see that when I do those reviews next week. Don't forget to check out the playthrough this Friday. Now look, I'm giving you guys a chance to comment in these videos. You can go comment in the Batman Mask of the Phantasm video this past week. You can go comment on the Batman 89 or Batman 89 game for NES. Or, you can comment on this video on whether you want to see me play Super Mario Brothers 1, Super Mario Brothers 3, or if y'all want me to play Super Mario Brothers World for Super. Let me know in the comments. And comment on the other videos, because I'll check out the comment section and see what y'all got. But yeah, go check out all these videos. That's the end of Batman month. I'm pretty sad, but I'm excited. We got X-Men month coming up. Then we got Mortal Kombat month. Then we got Anime month. And then I'll do a few miscellaneous videos, and then it'll be straight into the Halloween run, which is one of my favorite times every year to do, is the Halloween run. Anyway, that'll do it. Or I'm on Facebook, or rather I'm here on YouTube. Anyway, that'll do it. Catch you guys later. Peace out.